Number 16. Yes, full power. Happy Monday, magical manifestors, magical, miraculous magnets. Yes, Monday is a magical day for manifestation. Oh, so we're going to be talking today how to ascend into the fifth dimension. Last night I had a really cool dream about um, how many are called, but few are chosen. And I was going through that in my mind. Many are called, but few are chosen. What I've realized now through dream state is that we're all vibrating at certain frequencies, and all different frequencies. That's because we're all on different timelines. You can only learn what you're ready to learn. You can't skip you can't skip stages to get to your ascension. You have to go through everything. And so whatever frequency you're vibrating at, you're going to get a certain message from source. And we all get them. We all get them. The the difference is whether you're listening to source or whether you're tuning it out. No, 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 no. Right? And that's a choice. So you have that choice. So, but that comes with clarity and having a clean temple. Your body is your temple. You have to make that the most important thing. Because when your body is experiencing dis-ease, not disease, dis-ease, it means something's out of alignment. It means something is not in balance. And the only way to get that something back into balance is for you to do it. And it's never a process of needing more things. It's always a process of letting go of stuff. Fasting is my get out of jail free card. I've mentioned that a number of times, and I've done a couple of podcasts on intermittent fasting and fasting because it's the elixir of youth. It keeps you young. It keeps your body spends 50% of its time on digestion, right? And so if you're not digesting, you are raising your consciousness because you have more energy. The more energy you have, the higher you're going to elevate your consciousness. So whatever frequency we're vibrating at is the message that we're going to receive. Everybody receives it that's at that frequency. And we're all at different frequencies. Well, not all of us. A lot of us are at the same frequency, but the thing about how the chosen, and I always thought it was the chosen ones, is the chosen ones that are being asked to do this, but you have to make the choice. You have to make the choice for yourself. You're the one that chooses you, because as I just said, everybody at the same frequency receives the same messages, but we have a choice whether to grab that message and follow that idea and bring it into fruition, to create it, to manifest it. We can listen and we can follow our guidance, or we can choose not to. And most people choose not to. That's why I believe this is what I've understood through my deep dream state. Hola, buenos días, Jesus, Benji. Gracias, Benji. No, just a man trying to do his best to help humanity. So when you choose to follow these thoughts, that makes you a chosen one because you're choosing to raise the elevation, to lift the elevation of the consciousness of our humanity. You're choosing yourself, you're choosing your health, you're choosing your well-being, you're choosing to listen because God is always sending us signals on how to live a healthier, more harmonious, and happier life. And we have the choice to listen. So whatever frequency you're vibrating at, and you're responsible for your frequency. Your frequency is determined by how much exercise you get, how much time you spend in nature, how much time you're grounded. With grounding practices, it's so important to either have barefoot, to meditate, to do yoga. You need to do these things in order to elevate your consciousness. And this is how you choose yourself, because we came here to learn how to fly. To fly, first love yourself. First love yourself. That's my favorite acronym. And yes, I have a ton of acronyms. I love using them, and I use them all the time. If you're watching my podcast, you'll get that. If you'd ever like to be on my podcast and discuss anything, please feel free to just message me. I would love to discuss live anything that anybody wants to go with. So now, back to the fifth dimension, back to getting into the fifth dimension and choosing yourself. So when you choose yourself, you choose to make time and take time for your precious self, because your body needs some downtime. When you can tap into the world, but tap out of your senses and get into a meditative state, that's when your clarity comes. And that's when you receive the most divine messages, is when you are quiet. And that's why quiet is such a rarity on this planet. You really have to seek it. You have to create it in yourself first. Whatever you create in yourself first will appear in your reality. If you want the perfect companion, create all of those things that you want in the perfect companion in yourself first. That's the only way, because everything here is a mirror. It's a mirror of your thinking. Thoughts become things. Thoughts become things. Thoughts become things. So think thoughts with wings. So think thoughts with wings. Fly. First love yourself. And like I said, when you choose to listen to your guidance and to follow that pure unconditional love that's being sent to your heart center for you to emanate into the world, so that you can bring more and more love into our bubble. Because the more love that we bring into our Mother Earth, the sooner we ascend. Aha! How cool is that, eh? We are co creating this with the sun. And the more that our consciousness evolves, there's also people that live in our planet on and around our planet, and we're co-creating with them too. We're co-creating to bring Mother Earth into the fifth dimension, so that she can repair from all of the damage that we've done in the third dimension, and we can all live harmoniously, happily, and together as one species. So take this time between. We just had the electromagnetic storm yesterday, and that's going to be resonating until August 30th. People are all getting upgrades through this solar flares that we've experienced, whether they like it or not. You can't turn it off. That's the beautiful thing about consciousness. As it increases, people can't stop it. They can't turn it off, because that's just the way it is. And we are increasing as a species. Our entire consciousness is increasing. We are increasing the vibration of Mother Earth, and in tune, increasing her frequency. And as we increase her frequency, we also receive that frequency. And so we are co-creating all of this with our sun. And with at the end, when not at the end, at the beginning of the new earth, the beginning of the golden age, as people wake up more and more, we will co-create a solar flare with the sun that's going to wake everybody up. But we have to do the work. We have to continue to do the work. I know this time is very stressful in human history. I really recognize that, because I see a lot of people, especially a lot of spiritual people, freaking out right now. But it's because, straight up, I'm going to tell you the truth, you have to take care of your body first. It doesn't matter how spiritual you are, you have to take care of your body. Thanks, Benji. Much love. You have to take care of your body first. And if you're experiencing, our bodies are changing from hydrogen based to crystalline based. And so we're all going through this transformation, and we can't see it, but we can feel it, and we know it because we're experiencing it in our body. But you can't explain it. You don't know what it is, but it's creating a lot of turmoil, and it's making a lot of people going loco, right? because all of our demons, all of the stuff that we've been suppressing, they're all coming up. They're all coming up. So you have to choose yourself, and I highly recommend during this transition period to eat light, eat so light, and eat with complete compassion and caring and love for the food that you're being provided from wherever it's come from. Bless it. Bless absolutely everything that you put into your temple. It is so important, because if something isn't perfect, when you bless it, you change it. And when you change it, it becomes bioly available for your body. A lot of people eat food that is not bioly available. What does that mean? It means that your body cannot digest it, because your body doesn't know what it is. If your body doesn't think it's food. For example, nuts and seeds. I soak all of my nuts and seeds. I sprout them. Why? Because all nuts and seeds have a coating around them. It's a protective layer for when they go into the ground, so that they have a chance to adapt to the environment, and then they grow. Well, this protective layer that's around nuts and seeds, when you consume those without soaking them, your enzymes in your belly, in your microbiome, have to deal with that protective layer. And when they're dealing with that protective layer, you're not actually getting the nutrients from the nut or seed, because your body's dealing with the coating and not absorbing the nutrients. So this is what I mean about bioly available. There's anything in a package is not bioly available. Things should not be in packages. Nothing here needs to be in packages. That's a human creation, and it's created a very sick society. In the United States right now, 74% of people are overweight or obese, and they have 25% chronic illness in children 10 or younger. That's absolutely mind bending. Chronic illness. None of this shit existed when I was a kid. When I was a kid, people used to die of this weird, crazy disease. Thank God we got rid of it. It was called old age. Ah! Old age. Yeah, they used to die of natural causes, not cancers, not heart attacks, not strokes. It's most of this stuff is all heart related, because we don't love ourselves. No, we continue to do things to ourselves that don't make the body feel good. If you don't feel good about what you're doing, you're not giving yourself service. You have to open your heart and be open to new possibilities. The only constant on this planet is change, and it changes every day. Every day you go outside, especially if you're a gardener, you notice, because there's things are different. It's magic. That's why we came here to garden, to learn how to plant seeds in the minds, in the hearts, watch them grow into fruition and become these beautiful roses in your minds, because roses vibrate at 528 hertz. So, in order to embody this fifth dimensional expanded awareness, you need to take care of yourself first. And this is a process. You can't do it overnight. I'm going to be 55 in January, okay? I spent a lot of time in hell, but that was created by me. I called it highly emotional living loveless. That's another one of my favorite acronyms. Because I was highly emotional. No matter what happened, it was all drama. And I was living loveless because I didn't love myself first. I was always trying to make other people happy, instead of trying to make me happy. What have I realized now is by making me happy, I'm making other people happy. Hmm. It's a mirror. Everything's a mirror. Because I see it in my family. I see it in the ones that are awake. That I'm putting my love into their lives, and I'm seeing it being reciprocated back to me a hundredfold. Plus, I'm I'm getting to watch and enjoy as they grow and change and evolve. And I get to realize that I'm a big part of that. But it's because I've chosen differently. Many are called, but few are chosen. You have to choose you. You have to choose it. Nobody else can choose for you. It's not a thing that they can do. Absolutely, Benji, 100%. Here's my girl. You can't see her. She's she's all wrapped up in her blanket. But yeah, we need to listen to the animals. Am I not correct? The animals are completely in alignment with what's going on. They're in attune to everything. I call Estrella, my dog, the boss for a reason. Dog, God. God, dog. Why is that? Why is that it's the same word inverted? Very simply. What does she want? She wants me to be exercised. She wants me to be happy. She wants me to be in nature. And she's always excited. Always excited. If I want to multiply my excitement, all I have to do is go, and she gets so excited. It's so awesome. Animals it's amazing. They are such incredible teachers because they don't speak. And that's the problem with most of us is that we talk too much and we listen too little. We have two ears and one mouth. See, oh, she's moving there. Hi, Bernie. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, she'd be ready to get up soon. Um, then we go for a hike, right? Because that's what she wants, and that's it. She's in charge. When we're walking, I pay attention to where she wants to go. Quite often, I have a route in mind, but if she has an idea to do something different, there's always something there for me. She's the guide. She always finds exactly what we need when we need it, as long as I don't try to override it. Yeah, animals and kids in the future, in the very near future, will be in charge, not adults, because adults have been indoctrinated by a system that has poisoned us mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, communally. We've never been so toxic on this planet that we as we are right now. But it's all going away. It's all going away. All the good things are happening. The fifth dimension is here. We are now in the golden age. We are living in it. And it's just a process of us loving ourselves more and loving ourselves more and loving ourselves more. We got to keep coming back to that. And it's a practice. Everything here is a practice. Practice makes perfect. And you are perfect. Like, look at the word imperfect. Break it down. I'm perfect. You are a divine spiritual being having a human experience. That's right, a human experience. And this is all an illusion. Everything here is an illusion. None of it's real. And it's all created by our thoughts, by our collective thoughts. So, collectively, as we upgrade our thinking to higher dimensional thinking, to thoughts of love and light and peace and harmony and prosperity for everyone and togetherness and oneness and oh, hi, Bunny. He's so cute. Hi, Bunny. Good morning. That's Estrella. That's my girl. Yeah, she's gonna be ready to go here in a bit, but we're gonna keep going. Yeah, so do if you're working on yourself, like Benji is. Good job, Benji. Working with animals is a great way to really bring yourself present into the moment, because all of your power lives right here right now. The past is history, the future is a mystery, the present is a gift. That's why they call it the present. The present, that's when you are present. Break that word down. Present, present. That means you've been pre-sent to be at this specific time in history to do exactly what you're doing, because you're always at the right place at the right time doing the right thing, because otherwise it couldn't be you. It's just that simple. Because if it wasn't you, then who is it? Because all of the choices that we make along the way create our path. And the chosen ones are the ones that keep choosing. Keep choosing. Keep practicing. Because right now is a tough time in history to keep following your spirituality. There's so much stress going on, and there's so much money being dumped into our planet to keep people distracted, that people are for that. That's why they're doing it. They're trying to distract us from what's going on, like the monkeypox thing. That's just another distraction. Everything's a distraction as to your purpose. And the people running our planet, they don't want us in the fifth dimension because they don't exist there. They got us. They get eliminated here because you have a choice to evolve or be eliminated. And they've chosen to be eliminated. And that's okay, because we don't need them. We've lived through this tyranny for so long. And now it's time for us to say goodbye to our controllers and to become the creators of our beautiful, magical, conscious community. CALM, calm unity. Conscious, aware, loving, mindful. Calm unity. One more time. Conscious, aware, loving, mindful. That's what it is. It's not COMM, the prefix for money. It's calm. And we have to develop calm in ourselves. We can't get it from people. It is a practice of being conscious, being aware, loving, and mindful of your thoughts, because your thoughts become things. So think thoughts with wings. Wings, that's right. If you think good things into your life, they will show up. Isn't that awesome? But you have to focus. What should we do if we're surrounded by people who do not share this thought? Change your environment. Benji, I lived in Canada for 51 years. I've been in Mexico for 3 years. I had the same problem. I was not being heard. People kept trying to tell me to wear a mask and to get the jab, and I was not interested in any of that because I'm a healthy person, and I know that none of that stuff is actually a health practice. It's a control practice. So it's a very challenging thing to do, but I changed my environment, and I came to Mexico with $800 3 years ago. I had no plan. I went to a place I'd never been before, and now I have an amazing home. 2 years, well, that I've been in 2 years, for 2 years, and I've created a beautiful business here with tons of plants. But it took a lot of faith. Finding answers in the heart. Faith, finding answers in the heart. You really have to tune into that. I left my family, I left my friends, I left my whole life because I knew that Canada was going to get really strange, and I couldn't handle it. I was being inundated by so much of the horrible things that were going on our planet to do with COVID. And so I had to let it go. And when I came here and I let that go, oh, it was so magical for me just to experience that. And by doing that too, those people that you're talking about that don't share the same thoughts as you, they started to ask questions, Benji. They started to ask me questions. How come you're so happy all the time? Well, because I don't deal with any of those things anymore. The way I see it, is that the world that we're experiencing is just a movie. It's just a movie, and you can't turn off the movie because the movie's always playing, but you can change the channel. And by changing the channel, you have to change where you're located. I had the same thing I left Calgary where I'd lived for 37 years, and I moved to BC uh, when I was 42. And I'd never gone anywhere before in my life. I'd never lived anywhere other than Calgary. And that was the best move I'd ever made. And I did again, I left with nothing. I was homeless. I lived in Victoria, a home free, I called it, in the park because it was legal to erect a structure, a tent from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. And I found myself in that park. And then I moved to Salt Spring Island and I lived there for 8 years and I found more of myself. And then all of this stuff went happened with COVID and all of that crap. And I said, forget it. I don't need any of this. And I've lost a lot of family members, 5 of them now, younger and older, because of all of the bullshit, and they still don't believe me. So you can't like what I get from what you're saying, Benji, is when you're surrounded by these people, it's hard not to get dragged down. Because what I recognized is I like one of the things that I love doing is slacklining, and it's not an easy practice because you're walking on a tightrope. What I realized, especially with boys, this is interesting, is that boys, when a boy starts getting good at the slack line, because tons of kids have all come and played on my slack line, the boys will try and kill him. They will try and yank him off. They will try and shake the line. They will do anything they can to get him down. The girls, the opposite, when a girl is up there, the other girls are holding their hand, they're supporting them, they're encouraging them, and it's just a different way of being because boys are competitive and girls are collective, especially when they're kids. As we grow up, we get indoctrinated and and we all get pushed to our other sides. Like we're such a left brain society because nobody's tapped into their creative consciousness, which is your right brain, and it's your feminine energy. And when you tap into that feminine energy, then you want to be cooperative and you don't want to be combative. You want to help everybody. So moving into the fifth dimension is a choice. It's a choice in how you live your life. If you take time to make time for your precious self, if you meditate on those beautiful desires and things that you wish to create in your life, if you get grounded and barefoot, if you eat natural, organic foods, grow your own food, people, grow your own food. Don't trust the stores. Don't trust the stores. Benji, that might be a lot for you. I hope that that helps. That's what I did. I had to leave my environment. You can try and inspire people by just being yourself and doing the best that you can. But for me, it was easier just to say goodbye because I've been at this for a long time. Like I said, I'm going to be 55 in January. I started protesting at 38, which is 17 years ago, and now I get everything. I get it all. But it's because I let go of the need to control, and I'm just allowing God to fill me with love and light and energy and ideas. And I've got this platform, my Facebook page and my YouTube channel to share. And that's what I do. I share all of these beautiful thoughts that come to me to help people because I want everybody on this planet to ascend. That's what I'm hoping for. And it's happening anyways. We can't do anything about it. You can't turn off energy. Well, that's me for today. If you have any questions, please feel free to put them down there. I love to answer questions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. If you like this video, please like it. I got a couple likes up there. That's beautiful. That makes me feel very phenomenal because I do these things for other people. I get this stuff because I live it. I have embodied it. So I make these videos to share. So if you have anybody in your life, especially you, Benji, that around, this might help them. Share this video with them. Say, just watch this guy. See what you think. And From there, I wish you the most incredible week. I hope you have the most beautiful day, the most beautiful month. I really encourage you to take time to make time for your precious self, because if you don't, nobody else will. People understand that. They will see that. It's an energetic resonance, and you can't turn that off. Energy speaks before we open our mouths. People know how you're doing before you open your mouth. Your energy is always on. It doesn't turn off. Nope. Ever, 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 ever. The body stays here, but your energy, that's you. You'll never be gone. You're an infinite being. Infinite. All right. Again, thanks for tuning in once more to Plant Based Brent, podcast number 16 on Ascension to the Fifth Dimension. I love you guys. I'm so grateful for you showing up and tuning in to my lives. I do them Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I wish I could do specific times, but where I live, we don't always have internet, so I do my best to get them as soon as possible. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Ah, woo!